Laura from Saving from My Happy Place. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. In today's video, I'm going to do a budget with me for the second half of June. But before I get into that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for 200 subscribers. So I am going to go ahead and update my journey to 1,000 subs sheet here. This is by budgetyourlife.com. I will tag her down below, but I'm going to go ahead and update this. I believe I'm at like 206 subscribers. And I'm not quite at 200 watch hours yet. I feel like that's going to be the big challenge, is to get the watch hours. So if you're able to share my video or play any of my playlists, I would really appreciate it. But please stick around to the end of the video, and I am going to let you know what I am offering as my 200 subscriber freebie on my Ko-fi shop. So thank you so much again for 200 subscribers. I'm super excited. It's a great milestone. I just started my channel back in March, so I'm off to a good start, I feel like. All right, so today we're going to do a budget with me for the second half of June. So I have the Budget Mom budget planner here. And so the money that we're working with for this video is my husband's second paycheck. So he got paid $3,551.04. And then I got a small check of $131.96. We actually got a 2% raise, and they made that retroactive to March. So basically it was like March, April, May, I believe, that I got this check for. So I just added that in as well. And then my grand total is $3,683. So that's the money that we're working with. I did have to go ahead and pay some bills. You know, most of my bills get paid in our first paychecks of the month. I only get paid once a month. I'm a teacher, so my only paycheck and then my husband's first paycheck, we use to pay the majority of our bills, regardless of when they're due. But I didn't have enough money to pay everything. So we are going to pay my car insurance bill is $437.17. Netflix is $24.99. We have earthquake insurance, which is $22. And then my husband's truck payment is $890.86. So those are the four bills that I still had left to pay, or like the four fixed expenses. And that totals $1,375.02. So we have left over $2,307.98. So took care of those bills first. And now I'm going to go ahead and let you know how I'm going to allocate the rest of this money. Basically, the rest of this money is all going to go into sinking funds. So I'm going to go ahead and turn over to my expense tracker, just because I can't. If I itemized every single category out, there wouldn't be enough room here on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over to that. Okay. So let's see, that's my June 1st, and here is the second half of the month. Okay, so basically the first section here, this is all of my subscriptions. So Amazon Prime is going to get $13. Pet licensing is going to get $5. Consumer Reports is going to get $5. So my husband has a subscription to Consumer Reports. That's like a yearly expense. Costco membership is going to get $11. Sam's Club membership is going to get $5. My husband's car registration is going to get $61. E-Meals, which is like a meal planning subscription app that I subscribe to, is going to get $5. TurboTax is going to get $9. So that's just, you know, our yearly, when we file our taxes. My husband likes to use TurboTax. I know there's like free software out there, and I have used that in the past, but my husband just prefers to use TurboTax. Canva Pro is going to get $10. my Toyota app, which is like a connected services app that I have for my Toyota, where I can like remotely unlock and lock my car, remote start my car, that kind of thing, is going to get $14. My car registration is going to get $31. Planners is $20. That's for purchasing a new one of these planners, plus teacher planners for the upcoming school year. So I just received my teacher planner actually yesterday. So super thrilled about that. I always get an Erin Condren teacher planner and like some of the accessories. Ring camera is going to get $9. AAA is going to get $13. And then Sirius Annual is going to get $21. And this is going to be the last payment that I need to make for this, to where I can start paying it annually, because I've been paying, it's like $25.98 a month. Let me see here. Let's see. Serious Garden. Yeah, $25.98 a month. I pay monthly, but I created a sinking fund to start paying this annually. So I think starting in starting in July. So when the July payment is due, I'm going to be able to make the yearly payment, which is exciting. Okay, so my subscriptions total up to $232. So let's go ahead and turn back to the paycheck budget tracker here. Okay, so I said $232 for subscriptions. Yes, $232. So I think I'm going to put them in, I guess I'll go ahead and put them in the savings goal. I feel like everything's going to go into the savings goal, but I'm going to put subscriptions here. And that's $232. Let me flip this because it's kind of hard to write. So $232. Okay. So add that, and then let's go ahead and go on to the next category. So next category is going to be holidays. So summer fun is going to get $40. 4th of July is going to get $20. My anniversary is going to get $40. Disney is going to get $40. I'm trying to save up to go to Oogie Boogie Bash at Disney California Adventure, like in October. Halloween is going to get $20. My son L, his birthday is going to get $40. Thanksgiving is going to get $25. Christmas is going to get $120. The holiday meal for Christmas is going to get $20. New Year's is going to get $20. Valentine's Day is going to get $40. E's birthday is going to get $40. And then my birthday is going to get $40. And then if we look over here, I have Easter, that's going to get $20. And then my husband's birthday, that's going to get $40. So adding up all the holidays, the total is $565. So let's go ahead and put holidays here. And I said $565. Okay. All right, the next area that I have sinking funds for is my high priority sinking funds. So the ones that are already highlighted like this, that's just telling me that I don't pull this money out in cash. I leave it in my bank. But then the ones that are not highlighted do get stuffed into the sinking funds envelopes. So high priority E, any kind of school expenses, he gets $40 a month. L, any school expenses, he gets $40 a month. Pet vet care, $40. Education, $40. This is for me to take classes so that I can advance on my pay scale. E, senior year, is going to get $40. I think I previously had that a little bit lower, but his senior year is next year, so I feel like I needed to beef that up a little bit. E, college is going to get $40. E, car fund is going to get $40. Car maintenance is going to get $50. Home maintenance is going to get $50. L, yard work is going to get 40. So I just have a fund to like my son, one of my sons, mows my yard and does the upkeep on my yard. So that's to pay him. I do have to purchase a baby shower gift like very soon. I got invited to a baby shower that's like toward the end of the month. So I just budgeted $100 for that. I'm not exactly sure yet what I'm getting her, but for now I budgeted $100 because I think I'm going to get her a gift plus get her like a pack of diapers or some wipes, something like that. Classroom, that's just any expenses that I need for my classroom is going to get 40. Gifts and miscellaneous is going to get 40. Haircuts is going to get 124. Kind of a weird number, but I need at least $40 per person for haircuts just for EL and my husband. And so when I saw how much money I had left in that sinking fund, I just wanted to round it off. So that's going to get 124. Clothing is going to get 25. Vacation's going to get 40. We don't have any plans on going on vacation this year, but we're just trying to save up to go on vacation. I feel like once I get my car payments paid off and my student loans paid off, like I'll have so much more money to like allot toward things like vacation. But right now we just don't have the money for that. Dental is going to get 50, and E is getting his wisdom teeth taken out tomorrow. I know it's going to be close to $3,000. So I am going to have a new debt that I will let you guys all know how much that is once I have the grand total. But I'm going to be doing like a care credit program, but there's no interest. I've used it twice before. It's called Sunbit. And they usually give you 3 options, 2 that do have interest that accrues, but then there's usually 1 option that has no interest where you have to pay like the largest amount each month. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I do have, like I said, a sinking fund with some dental money, but obviously it's not going to be enough to pay that entire bill, but I'm hoping like whatever the down payment is, it'll cover that. So entertainment is going to get 40. Taxes, so just a saving for, if we owe taxes, is going to get 40. My mom is going to get 20 just for any expenses that she needs or has. And then my husband's projects is going to get 20. So the grand total for high priority is $959. So let me go ahead and add it here. So $959, this is high priority. All right, and then we're going to do the low priority. All right, so for low priority, just have a few things. So I was saving for a TV and a stereo, but we ended up just purchasing those with our savings money. So I'm trying to pay myself back, like pay my savings account back. So TV's getting 100. Air purifiers are getting 25. We only have like 1 really good air purifier. So we need better ones for the rest of our rooms just because we live in a very wildfire prone area. So especially when there's fires going on, which is like all the time pretty much, I feel like, the air quality is not the best. Litter box, we're trying to save up to get like a robotic litter box. That's going to get 25. Stereo is going to get 50, and then mattress is going to get 100. We're trying to save up to get a new mattress. I'm not sure if I said air purifier was 25, but yeah, so we have the TV, the air purifier, the litter box, the stereo, and the mattress, and that comes to $300. So that's my low priority funds. All right, so $300. Low priority. Okay, and then last but not least, the savings. So I just stuck it over here so I didn't have to use another page. So my savings change jar is going to get $1.98. And then savings challenges is going to get 250. So savings total is $251.98. So $251.98. And that's savings. Okay, so when I add this all up, it should be this, hopefully. So let's go ahead and add this up and see where we are at. All right, so $232 for subscriptions, $565 for holidays, $959 for high priority, plus $300 for the low priority, and then $251.98 for savings. And yep, it balanced out. So we have, I should have had, what I had left over was $2,307.98. And that's what we have, $2,307.98. So it did balance. I love when it balances because sometimes it doesn't, and I have to try to go back and figure out where I made the mistake. But yeah, perfect. All right, so that is how I'm allotting my husband's second paycheck plus my little 2% raise for March, April, May. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about my freebie now. So I recognize that this might not be everyone's cup of tea, but if you grew up in the 80s, then you probably remember these. So I made these tinies that are Garbage Pail Kid themed. So, you know, growing up in the 80s, I was born in 1979. So growing up in the 80s in elementary school, you know, we always collected Garbage Pail Kid stickers. And so it's just something that is a fond memory from my childhood. So you actually get 2 sheets of little tinies that are kind of like the little, you know, like the cards that you would collect, you know, in the 80s. And so they're tinies. There's only 4 little garbage pails on each card. But yeah, so you're going to get 2 sheets of these. And thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I really appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate, you know, all the likes, the comments. I appreciate everybody leaving a comment. You guys are amazing. I love this community so much. And, you know, I'm hoping to grow, you know, over the course of the rest of this year and into next year. I'm really hoping that, that my channel will grow. So thank you so much for watching. In my next video, I will be cash stuffing the sinking funds that I just went over. And then I'll also be doing a savings challenge video with the $250 that I put toward my savings. So that savings $250 was for savings challenges. So that'll be another video coming up as well. But thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. So I mentioned in another video in one of my new playlists, which is my Pip Sticks unboxing videos. You know, I just finished my last week of school this past week, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, I had to participate in a leadership training. So technically today actually is my very first day off in the summer. E and I are going to be going to the Disney outlet today, and we're going to go to Daiso, which is a like a Japanese dollar store. I have been to one of those that is south of me, but they just actually opened one that is north of me. So we're going to go check that out, and we're going to go to Wetzel's Pretzels and yeah, just enjoy our day. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.